What's going on, guys? MDLP from the Battle Axe Gym, the strongman gym in Miami, where strength is everything. So, answering a question that I got asked recently. Again, I haven't made a video in a few weeks, but I have a couple that I should be making today. So, I'm probably gonna drink some Monster. So, I need some energy. It's a little late for me. I've been up for a while. So, I got asked about starting the business, starting my gym. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're not interested in starting your own business or starting your own gym, it's gonna be a little cliche for you. You don't have to fucking watch. By all means, don't watch. I'm just letting you know, for those that have asked me why I did what I did or whatever, it's gonna be a pretty quick video. I'm not gonna make it too long. I've done videos before of just kind of things that it took, in a sense, philosophically, mentally, financially, what it took to actually start your own business. Now, I don't want to say, it's hard for me to call it a business because it's like I like what I do, but in essence, it is a business. Gym businesses are a little different than normal, so let me cut to the chase. I started this gym about 3.5 years ago, and it became my full-time job about two years ago, and about 2 years ago in a couple months. So there's a big difference when you open a gym as a side job than if you open a gym as a full-time moneymaker. I opened this gym with the idea that this one day would be the only thing that I do. When I first opened my gym, I was social working, and I was working in a cubicle and you know, on the road a lot. So I worked my job, I worked the gym, and then I worked out for training. So kind of a full-time gig, but with my job, I always had a backbone of money. I knew money was coming every 2 weeks no matter what. I had insurance, I had medical stuff paid for. So it was a little bit different. You approach business differently. And that's kind of where you're gonna differentiate what it is to run a gym full-time as an owner and what it is to those people that do gym stuff on the side. So I'm going to speak to you like somebody who runs a gym full-time. And this is what I do for a fucking living. I am strong for a living. I try to get other people strong for a living. I compete for a living. This is what I do every single day of my life. There's a difference than somebody who wakes up and has the comfort of a normal job. For example, I will hopefully try to get sponsorship. I will post pictures a lot on Instagram. I will post about my lifts. I will talk about, I'll make fucking videos. I'll take silly selfies about us in the gym. I'll talk about clients. I will stay up. I will work weekends. I work every single day. There is a difference when all that little shit puts money on your pocket and food on your table to feed you and your family. There's an absolute fucking difference from somebody who does this for a living, and this is my home, this is everything and anything I do, this is my entire life, than somebody who has the luxury, or maybe just is what they do, to have this on the side where they can pay it with another job that pays their bills. They can do it more comfortably. They don't really need sponsors. They don't really care about posting anything. If they get clients, cool. If they lose a client, okay. They can have that shrug on their shoulder, that chip on their shoulder. Unfortunately, I'm not there yet, although I have that kind of attitude, but I'm not necessarily somebody who's gonna act like a total douche and say no to things, because anything that can help this gym grow and help my clients, I'm gonna try and work it out. So, number one, I'd have to say that you have to decide what it is you wanna do. Is this going to be a full-time job? Is this going to be what you do for life? Or is this going to be something you do on the side? Because that is going to change your perspective on your life completely. So, if you do it full time, this is your fucking life. Every single day you're trying to better your business. Answering emails, taking phone calls, responding shit on Instagram, responding things on Facebook, responding stuff on YouTube, responding to your clients 24/7. You're always on the phone, you're traveling a lot. Just to put into perspective, in the last 3 months, I've had 2, maybe 3 weekends in my own home because I've been traveling to competitions, traveling to train, traveling out of town. So again, it's picked up. I'm very lucky. I'm not complaining. I'm just telling you the perspective. If I had another side job, I wouldn't want to give a fuck because I know money was coming in. So decide what it is you want to do. If you want to do full force, then put balls in, because when I was working my other job, the business didn't grow. So I wrote this stuff down here. I know you really can't see it, and I'm not trying to have them all in the same letters, but it's really about passion, having a plan, commitment, and then working. That's it. You have to have passion about this stuff. This is not something to do because everyone else is doing it. Oh, you know, Mike opened the gym and dude down the street. No, it's not fucking easy to make a living off a gym, depending on where you are. In Miami, it's not, man. There's literally a gym every single corner. I've been very fortunate to be surrounded with good people, and I've succeeded, and I'm still growing. I still have a long fucking way to go. but it's not an easy business. If you're not passionate, people will see right through you and they won't want to train with you. So rule number one is if you're doing this shit, do it for real, man. Because you're passionate about it. Not because you like training. There's a difference between you liking to train a lot and then you owning a gym. There's two differences. There's two huge differences. I know a lot of people that love to train but are terrible businessmen and terrible fucking coaches. I may not be the best businessman, but I'm not fucking stupid. I've been paying my bills with this for over 2 years, so I'm not a failure. But I'm a better athlete. I rather train. But I love teaching. I love coaching. It's one of my favorite things. So, and I've been doing it and teaching and stuff like that for years. My mom teaches people in her art, so it's almost like I inherited that. I've been surrounded by that. If you need to focus on those things, please make sure that you're passionate about what you want to do. Not because suddenly you like to lift and it would be really cool to lift with your buddies. And again, this comes to the situation. Do you want to open a side chick? Is it like a side chick for you? Or is this your main bitch? There's a big fucking difference, bro. So, number two, plan. You do have to have a plan. You have to have an idea of what you want to do, the theme of the gym, what you're going to get as equipment. As far as finances are concerned, I maxed out 2 credit cards and took an entire paycheck to open this gym. I completely risked my financial life in the sense I took money from savings. I completely maxed out 2 credit cards. I put in everything into opening and then went full force. But I had the backing of my job at the time, which at least made some money while I picked up business here. So yeah, I took a big risk in the sense I wasn't married, I don't have kids, so it was a little bit different. But I want you to realize that you have to have an idea of what you're going to do. I knew I was going to be a strongman gym. I knew I wanted to do powerlifting. I knew the idea of it, the Viking look, the battle axe, the shirts that I was going to make, the attitude I was going to give. That was all part of my plan. I didn't go into it necessarily blind. And you will learn things over time. You can't plan for everything in this kind of business. There's so much shit to learn on the way. So if you can sit down with somebody that knows a little bit more, like adult shit, like insurance and and taxes and permits, because I hate being a real adult. That stuff's very important. But I think really having a plan to what your gym wants to do and how you're going to generate business is very, very, very important. Sorry, I'm going a little fast. I just don't want to make this a 20-minute video, and I know I probably lost all of you like 4 hours ago, but for those of you that give a fuck, commitment, you have to commit to this gym. It has to be something that you commit to it every single day. If this is going to be your full-time thing, and this is something you're going to grow, everything you do in your life matters. So the way you act in competitions, the way you act on social media, the way you treat your clients, the way you treat your friends, what you dress like, what you look like, in the world of, in your world of strength or whatever it is you compete, it matters because it reflects upon your clients. If you act like a total douche in competition and you're some cocky fuck, anybody that trains at your gym is going to be, oh, well, your gym's owned by a cocky fuck, so you got to be a cocky fuck. So it really matters. Obviously, being a little cocky is okay, but don't be a total douche about things. You have to know that you're representing a brand, that you're building a name to yourself. That you're trying to represent your clients when you step out of this door. So if you act like a piece of shit, it will reflect badly upon you. So take that into consideration. Commit to everything all the time, always. Always try to generate business. Always try to generate clients. Don't take anything for granted. Any opportunity that comes to yourself, commit to it. Not I'll call you tomorrow, I'll call you later. Commit. It's very, very important because there's a lot of, I'm going to say, there's guys that talk a lot of shit, and then there's a lot of guys that do a lot of shit. So you need to define yourself on who you are. So commit to something and fucking stick to it. And if you fail, so what, man? It's something that you have to do, whether you failed at the business or you bought some equipment that ended up not working out and you got to set it on Craigslist and you lost $500. All right, bro, but it's better than never having tried. Trust me on that. I've had some ideas here that never worked out, but I'm glad I tried them because I either tell other people not to do them or I know myself in the future that it won't work. And the last one is really about work, man. And that works into commitment. It is a full-time job to run a gym. It's something that you do all the time. So every time you're generating business out of the world, the way you dress, the way you look, people are going to ask you, if you're happy enough to people do that stupid joke, hey bro, do you lift or do you work at a gym? That's a chance for you to fucking make money. Making cards, putting shit on Instagram, putting stuff on Facebook, talking about it, lifting, going to compete. That's super important in the sense of working. You're always working 24/7, emailing clients, online clients, trying to stay on top of things. You have to understand that This gym is very fickle. Business, generating business from a gym is extremely fickle. You're gonna have your ups and downs, so you have to work consistently. You have to hustle to make that money up when you're having a slow season. So I can't generate this enough. I don't know why I keep falling over words. It must be the monster. Hold on. I can't emphasize this stuff enough. They all kind of generate around the same thing, which is really about getting shit done. So I really hope that this kind of helps the idea. There's a lot of nuances of what to get, and I've made so many videos in the past. Start small, start simple, start efficient. But the thing that matters the most is really the passion that you put behind it, the commitment, the work. All that stuff is super important, and people take that shit for granted because it sounds cliche and it sounds kind of, oh, that's so funny, it's kind of ridiculous. Don't be so dramatic. I fucking promise you, man, that stuff matters. What you put into your work, how you treat yourself, how you treat your clients, that commitment that you put into the gym is absolutely 100% valuable, man. Because that's what people are going to talk about in the streets, to their friends, when they travel. It's super important. So if you're not willing to commit 100% to a gym, to succeed, to be a better businessman, to be the best at what you want to do, then you shouldn't fucking do this, man. Don't do it because it's a trend. I'm going to tell you right now, I know tons of gyms that open and a lot of gyms that fail. So don't fucking start something that you're not willing to commit 100% to. So just because you like to train, it doesn't mean you should open a gym, all right? Either just go train at another gym because you like it, or, you know, open one with your buddies on the side and just do it differently. But if it's going to be your main source of income, I hope this kind of ideas help you. You can find a lot of shit on Craigslist. Ask your buddies. Be open to learn and to reach out for help. Never say no to help. Don't be too proud, and that kind of stuff. So I hope that helps as far as committing to things and kind of generating your own. This also helps on generating your own business, but I only relate it to the gym because that's my experience. Haven't had my gym now for 3 years, and hopefully it's something that I will do for the rest of my life. Since I got hand and neck tattoos, I'm not going to be working anywhere else. So I hope that this stuff kind of maybe motivates you, but put things into a simple perspective. If you have any questions, email me, message me. If you have any more kind of details, I have old videos about this stuff. So thank you so much for this.